Ramps up Karnataka campaign blitz. Congress chief Kharge calls Modi a poisonous snake. Tells voters if you touch it, you will die. Kharge quickly issues a clarification. Prime Minister Modi's big morale booster for BJP cadre in Karnataka right ahead of polls slams Congress in virtual address. Says Congress can only give jhoot and corruption ki guarantee.
कांग्रेस ने भ्रष्टाचार मिटाने में कोई रुचि नहीं दिखाई क्योंकि वो खुद ही भ्रष्टाचार का सबसे बड़ा स्रोत रही है.
After Home Minister Amit Shah's riots in Karnataka attack, Congress files a complaint against Home Minister Shah, says BJP will incite riots if Congress comes to power.
He has said that if Congress party comes to power, it will be affected with communal rights. How can he tell that?
Internet suspended in West Bengal's Kaliganj amidst arson, stone pelting over alleged rape and murder of a minor girl. Chief Minister Mamta accuses BJP of spearheading the violence. Akali Dal patriarch Prakash Badal's last rites performed with full state honours in his native village of Punjab. First time since the Galwan clashes, India and China Defence Minister come face to face at the SCO summit today. Let me quickly take you through the top developments that are taking place in terms of all news political. Prime Minister Modi launched a scathing attack on the Congress during an interaction with BJP Karyakartas. The Prime Minister said the Congress is power hungry and that the party has crumbled in Karnataka. A day after a group of protesters vandalized Bengal's Kaliganj police station and set it on fire over the alleged rape and murder of a minor girl, Internet has now been suspended. 4 cops also suspended over mishandling of victim's body. Fissures continue within the NCP camp. Party Supremo Sharad Pawar's remark that roti has to be turned at the right time or it would turn bitter has set forth speculations that it may be a veiled dig at his nephew. But Ajit Pawar downplayed the statement, calling it a party move to put forward new faces and set aside the old guns. A fresh Shivaji controversy in Maharashtra, this time over the installation of a Chhatrapati Shivaji statue in Akola district. 9 Muslim councillors in the district have opposed the move and passed a resolution against the installation. BJP hits out, claims Congress proclaimed respect for Shivaji is clearly fake. No relief for former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia. A Delhi court has extended Sisodia's judicial custody until the 12th of May in connection to the Liquorgate probe. All right, top focus. Bihar's dreaded gangster Anand Mohan has walked free today in midst of much political furor. He killed an IAS officer in 1994 and it is only because of Nitish's government that he could finally come out of jail. Courtesy the Bihar government tweaking jail rules to set him free. The slain IAS family has slammed the BJP chief minister for keeping politics above humanity. And a question now that needs to be raised and asked. Somebody who has propelled and looked at the image of being called Sushasan Babu, where his party has been seen as promoting social justice. Has Sushasan Babu let down social justice in the state of Bihar?
Hundreds of people on the roads, sweets prepared, flowers put up, all this to welcome a murderer. Bihar's Baahubali is a free man. Anand Mohan was released from Saharsa jail at 4 a.m. in the morning.
You can clearly see in the visuals that different items, food items are being now prepared to welcome Anand Mohan, and also his supporters were likely to throng this particular place in some time once Anand Mohan arrives. Pandals are technically installed outside his native place in Pachgachia.
All turning a blind eye to the fact that this man lynched an IAS officer to death in 1994. His supporters turned out in large numbers to hail their Don and Neta and celebrate his release, facilitated by the Nitish government.
आनंद मोहन जी आज अपने पैतृक गांव आ रहे हैं। उनका यह जन्मभूमि और कर्मभूमि है। उनके स्वागत में, भव्य स्वागत में हम लोगों के द्वारा जो है सो तोरण द्वार बैंड बाजे के साथ उनका स्वागत किया जाएगा, फूल मालाओं से लादा जाएगा।
But Anand Mohan, maintaining a low profile, hasn't turned up yet at his village. Even as his children claimed, they have no idea where he is. These images of celebration is a stab of betrayal for the family of IAS officer Krishnaiah. A painful chapter in their life has now been reopened and justice snatched away.
Kind of like very unjust and unfair decision that had been taken to have him released today in the morning. We thought it could be considered, and he still should have been, he still would be in jail for quite some time. But finally he is released today, so it's very disheartening to know about the decision.
Days after Nitish was seen with the murderer Anand Mohan at his son's engagement, the government is now brazenly defending the gangster's release. And it's shockingly not just the JDU and its allies, even the BJP is now offering excuses to justify this murder convict's release.
भैया इसमें कोई कंट्रोवर्सी क्या है? अपना सजा जो है उन्होंने काटा है, जो लीगल तरीका है, कानूनी तरीका है, उससे वो रिहा हो अपने सजा काट के। सुशील मोदी जी तो मांग कर रहे थे कि छोड़ दीजिए।
मेरे ख्याल से आनंद मोहन जी की रिहाई, वो बेचारे तो बलि के बकरा हैं, वो तो इतनी सजाब हो गए हैं, उनकी रिहाई पर किसी को कोई आपत्ति नहीं है। लेकिन आनंद मोहन जी के आड़ में जो काम किया है ये सरकार, समाज कभी नहीं माफ करेगा।
बिहार सरकार ने कोई कानून में हल्का संशोधन करके उनका रिलीज करने का रास्ता साफ किया, तो इसके चलते हम कहेंगे कि दलित विरोधी है, सो बात नहीं है। ये बात हम बार बार मैं कहता हूँ कि आनंद मोहन कोई क्रिमिनल आदमी नहीं है।
Anand Mohan's influence is clear. Considered one of the tallest leaders of the Rajputs, every party is backing him with a motive.
जिस शख्स को एक आईएएस ऑफिसर की हत्या का कत्ल का इल्जाम है, उसके लिए आप जेल मैन्युअल को अमेंड करते हैं, प्रिजनर मैन्युअल को, और मर्डर ऑफ पब्लिक सर्वेंट के क्लॉज को निकालते हैं आप। तो अब ये बताइए कि कौन सा आईएएस ऑफिसर अब बिहार में अपनी जान को खतरे में डालकर गरीब जनता के लिए काम करेगा।
An IAS officer dragged out of his car, lynched to death by a mob, and the man who orchestrated this murder is now a free man. With Aditya Vaibhav in Saharsa, Bureau Report, India Today.
Want to immediately cut across to my colleague and our national affairs editor Rahul Srivastava for more on this. Rahul, the optics of it all, for somebody who likes to be called Sushasan Babu, where his party has been associated with social justice, has completely let down social justice.
Preeti, I think it yet again proves what has been in vogue and discussion for the last, I think, more than a month. Mr. Atiq Ahmed killed in UP, and the kind of association criminals had with politics in India. And while we keep talking about the term criminalization of politics, it is actually not criminalization. It is politicians who control crime, they control jail terms, they control death sentences, and eventually what happened to Atiq Ahmed, eventually they control that also. What happened to Bilkis Bano, accused in Gujarat, for example, that's no different a case. Eventually, it all boils down to a few votes more. And now, you see Anand Mohan, Nitish Kumar, Lalu Prasad Yadav, the caste battles, and G Krishnaiah's killing. These are incidents which shaped our journalistic career when we were young. We have seen what happened at that time. Anand Mohan, a rival of Lalu Prasad Yadav, because at that time the Mandal forces were becoming more dominant. The upper caste were pushed against the wall, and at that time, Anand Mohan rose as a leader of the upper caste. So much so that even the Brahmins who were opposed to the upper caste Rajputs, they voted together for Anand Mohan. And Anand Mohan was emerging as a force. But what Nitish Kumar has done, it proves that Nitish Kumar realizes that politically he needs to do something for all the moves that he's making. Say, for example, if he's planning to move to Delhi, become some kind of a convener of face or leader of the opposition pack, eventually he has to do better in Bihar. For doing better in Bihar, he needs to cut across, improve his appeal, not just among the MBCs and the EBCs, but also the upper caste. So Mr. Anand Mohan has been brought out largely to ensure that the negative backlash which Mr. Nitish Kumar government has been facing over the caste census in Bihar, the caste census is largely being seen as a move which may eventually please the backwards in the state, OBCs. And that is why the upper caste has been unhappy, and Anand Mohan is going to be somebody who is going to help Nitish Kumar get more upper caste votes. Now, I recall very, very clearly at one time, Nitish Kumar in 2016 over Shahabuddin, another notorious criminal, RJD association, had said, I will recall that at a meet with Industries, he had said that no dawn will be seen outside the jail. I will not compromise on Qanun Ka Raj. Now, Nitish Kumar has gone back on the words, and all you can say is another politician bites that electoral dust now as far as criminals and their association politics is concerned.
Rahul, one very quick question. You know, the optics of this are terrible. And, you know, like I said, social justice, Sushasan Babu, all of that along with biting the dust of electoral dust has gone to dust, that entire image of it. But on the other side, you know, Rahul, the same political party which is going after Nitish right now, the Bharatiya Janata Party, and understandably and very rightfully so, stands guilty in itself with what happened in Gujarat with Bilkis Bano. Exactly the same. Remission given without, you know, looking at the larger picture or without any you know, basic prudence applied.
Not just this, Preeti. See what happened, how I recall how Muzaffarnagar right accused were garlanded and felicitated in political functions ahead of elections. Say in Jharkhand, you remember the case of Mr. Jayant Sinha. All these are incidents where one realizes that how electoral winnability is more important. Just for a few more votes, what political parties can do. And remember, in Bihar, I will like to see BJP unanimously say that they are against this move of Anand Mohan coming out. I will like to say leaders like Giriraj Singh and others to say that they oppose the move, because the BJP, remember, I have got statistics on that, Preeti, that there are 28 Rajputs MLAs in Bihar Assembly. 15 of them are BJP, 2 JDU, 7 RJD. In 2019, BJP fielded 5 Rajputs, all won. Let's wait and see what this Anand Mohan element in terms of the Rajput weight eventually create, what kind of ripples it creates even in the BJP. I'm sure there will be many.
All right, appreciate you joining us, Rahul. Thank you. We're going to continue to revisit the story. Nothing has changed, viewers. Exactly the same thing happened in Gujarat with Bilkis Banu's perpetrators, her rapists, murderers, 11 of them given remission where their conviction was concerned. And exactly the same thing has happened where this dreaded dawn has walked out because the Bihar government tweaked the remission policy. With that, quickly shifting focus, big poll controversy in the state of war, Karnataka as well. Congress Chief Kharge during a rally allegedly called Prime Minister Modi a poisonous snake and anyone who touches it will die. The jibe, of course, escalated big politically. After the outrage, Kharge issued a statement and a clarification saying he didn't mean the Prime Minister but meant the BJP. However, post that, the BJP and Congress at political loggerheads.
ಮತ್ ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ತಪ್ಪು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಮೋದಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ವಿಷದ ಹಾವಿದ್ದಂಗೆ ನೀವಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ವಿಷಯ ಅದ ಇಲ್ಲ ನೋಡೋಣ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೆಕ್ ನೋಡೋಣ ನೆಕ್ಕಕ್ ಹೋಗಿರಿ ನೆಕ್ಕರು ಸತ್ತ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದು ವಿಷಯ ಅದಾನೋ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಮೋದಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಣ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಮಂತ್ರಿ ನಾವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೋಡೋಣ ನೆಕ್ ನೋಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನ ನೆಕ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಮಲಗೇ ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಲ್ಲೇ.
ಭಾರತೀಯ ಜನತಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಅದು ಒಂದೇನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹಾವು ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಹಿಂಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ದೆ ನೆಕ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಡೆತ್ ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾ ಹೇಳಿದ ಮೊದಲೇನೆ ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾಗಿ ನಾ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಹೇಳೋದು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಈಗೂ ಹೇಳಿನಿ ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾಗಿ ಯಾರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಅಸೂಯಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಐಡಿಯಾಲಜಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯದಂಗಿದೆ. ಆ ಐಡಿಯಾಲಜಿ ನೀವು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ನೆಕ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಡೆತ್ ಇಸ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್.
Rahul Gandhi ji kept saying pyar ki dukan. If pyar ki dukan is what he is opening, his own party president is accusing the prime minister of the country as a poisonous snake. I am shocked. And such a senior leader coming from Karnataka utters such condemnable words. And I also saw just before coming here that he was trying to wriggle out of this whole thing by saying, no, I didn't say Prime Minister, I said about the ideology or whatever. To keep up his dignity, I would suggest Khargeji should apologize.
He mean anyone. He has not tried to do the name calling that the BJP does. He has not acted like India's Home Minister and said there'll be riots in Karnataka. I mean, let's ask these questions. Let's ask questions. Why were Mr. Modi and Mr. Shah quiet when 40% commission government was thriving? Why did Mr. Modi not take note of the contractor association letters that went to him? Why did Mr. Modi not take note of the letter Santosh Patil, their own worker, wrote and then committed suicide? Was Mr. Modi too busy ridiculing suicide? Was he too busy doing something else?
See, there is a poison in the mind of Kharge. It is a prejudiced mind towards Narendra Modi ji and BJP because this kind of thinking comes because of desperation. They have been unable to fight him politically in the parliament, outside, and they are seeing that their ship is sinking. So desperately they are making all these kind of remarks.
Mallikarjun Kharge's statement is a reflection of what the Gandhi family feels about the Prime Minister. This is not the first time that the Gandhi family has directed accusations or, for that matter, this kind of a statement against the Prime Minister. From calling him Maut ka Saudagar to today, the viciousness with which the Prime Minister has been attacked is just an indication of the impending loss in the state elections by the Congress party.
Joining me right now is Naga Arjun Dwarkanath for more on this latest development. Naga, this is what BJP's campaign dreams are made of. They wanted to make this election about the Prime Minister, nationalize it, and Kharge has walked into the trap.
Well, that's absolutely true, Preeti. Kharge has given a full toss for the Prime Minister to hit for a 6 in the slog overs. Right now, we have the death overs for the election trophy right now. In the next 2 days, the Prime Minister will campaign heavily in Karnataka, 4 rallies in a day, including a road show. We are certain that this comment will be spoken by the Prime Minister. He will remind people what the Congress has called him. But however, the Congress feels that this issue has died down right now after Mr. Kharge has extended an apology. He says, I regret if anyone's hurt or disappointed with my statement, is what the AICC president has said right now. So the Congress, on the other hand, feels that the issue is dead. But the BJP hopes that in the coming few days, this will be the narrative that the BJP will take up and go to the people.
Well, you're bang on because the BJP is already milking it. Every political leader who's right now in Karnataka from Delhi is only talking about this particular remark. Handed on a platter to the Bharatiya Janata Party where the Congress president is concerned. Thank you, Naga, for joining us. With that, I want to get into a quick break to stay with us. On the other side is our fact check segment.
Of the global economy, do you think there is a tendency now with the entire geopolitical and the global economic situation of companies looking more inward? Does that sort of create a new set of challenges for a global organization like yours?
It's not a challenge, it's an opportunity. We are doubling, tripling down in India.
So our focus is predominantly India, but some of the businesses we are building are for the global market out of India. Right. The same IT services model we are trying to use the same paradigm, but some of the new sectors we are getting in, which will be totally India-based, but it will be for the global market.
Could you tell us a little more about the new sectors? I think one of them we've just seen some action in, and you're pretty bullish on in the semiconductor space.
So we are doing 5 new sectors. I think 2 of them, all of you know. One is Air India, which is a big bet, and we have thought about it, and we are going on scale. So we believe that we have to make the right investments, and so we are scaling up fairly quickly. Second is, we believe the Indian consumer market has to be pure omni-channel. It's not a pure online market or an offline market. So we are putting together the omni-channel with our app. So that's the second. Then we have gotten into precision manufacturing, but we'll do an entire vertical integration in the coming years. Start with manufacturing, then we'll get into assembly and packaging. Then the next stage will be semiconductor testing, then fabless. We will do the design, and then we'll get into the fab. So that's the stage, that's the level, that's the stages of integration we'll go through, but probably not over a very long period, probably in a shorter cycle.
So the fab plan is very much now on, and obviously.
But it will take time, because we'll go through the sequence. Sequence, because it's a very big investment. So we've got to make sure that we are doing the right thing, and we are investing in the right node. And before that, we have our own architecture. We will have our own electronic architecture, say for example automobile, and for other sectors we are operating in. Then we have also created a networking company, which is a 5G, 6G and beyond stack. So that actually is ready for commercialization. We'll launch it. And then we are putting a battery. So a battery plant, we're putting 2 battery plants of 25 gigawatts each, one in India, one in Europe. So these are the 5 big sectors we are betting on. But these are all for, except the app, everything else will be for global markets.
That's right. You in fact had told us when we met you earlier for the magazine that you are transforming existing businesses and then setting up new ones as well. So it's a mix of the current, re-energizing the current crop and getting into new businesses. What kind of portfolio balance are you looking at between new businesses and what you are doing with the older ones?
So we are doing the right thing. We are not trying to balance anything artificially. So from our point of view, all our businesses have to do massive transformation on 4 dimensions. One is AI. I'm pretty sure Nandan covered a lot of AI. So there is going to be a huge impact of AI. So every company has to do the transition, whether it's B2B or B2C. Second is energy transition. Third is supply chain transition. Fourth is talent transition. So this is happening in all companies.
That was a good one, Rahul. I think just because he's your MP, you're fixing it for him, man. Hey, they're like bringing the ball like really close to the goal. In the election, you can't be kicking all over like that, huh? That's a dangerous kick in an election. Do you feel in this election that the BJP is a few goals down?
Not at all. The 13th of May, you will see the scoreboards ticking and we will be right up there, forming the government. That's what the 13th of May is going to look like, Rahul.
Welcome back. You're watching a fact check segment where we bust fake news. There's a claim floating about suggesting that these are pictures of yesterday's Naxal attack in Dantewada. The fact check on this: these are very old pictures of an attack from 2013 and 2019 circulated to make it look like that this is the attack that took place yesterday. Fake news there. With that, a quick break. To stay with us. On the other side is To the Point.
Yogi in Mandya, which is not even a BJP bastion, it's a JDS stronghold as it's said. Do you think Yogi's face will turn around the vote base here?
You would be surprised to know the number of admirers that Yogi ji has in Mandya, because there's a kind of a connection because here in Mandya the Vokkaliga community, they pray to the same Lord Kalabhairaveshwara, who actually Yogi Adityanath ji also is an ardent devotee of.
Legacy, the Nath Parampara.
Yes, yes, it's the same legacy. So there's a bond that actually people have not known or understood so far. But people here connect with him majorly. So definitely his presence and his words, I think, will have a huge impact on a section here.
You know, Subalata, as we see that Yogi Adityanath at this point has come when the BJP, as much as people say, is somehow losing foothold in the state. That's the perception as per surveys. What would you say to that as a star campaigner yourself?
I think surveys have been proved to go wrong a number of times, plenty of times. So I wouldn't strictly go by the surveys. And plus, when it comes to Mandya, I can speak more strongly for my constituency. I think people want a change here because we've never had a strong presence of the BJP party here. But now, if you see the kind of crowds which are turning out everywhere, not just when leaders are coming, but when I am campaigning for the local candidates, you can see the kind of response we are getting from everywhere, that people are now considering BJP an option here. So this time in Mandya, you might see surprising results.
You know, is BJP this time pitching on religion? Is it Hindutva or is it development and infrastructure? What really is the pitch here? With Yogi Adityanath coming in, a lot of talk about this is a Hindutva campaign through and through.
Not really. If you've heard his speech, he's like against the gunda culture or the corruption or what. He's taken a strong stand against these kind of anti-social elements, I think, which are present everywhere, and even in Mandya, which I've been waging a war against illegal mining from the past 4 years here. So I connect that way to him because we need a strong hand to deal with anti-social elements, And I think even if you've heard our Prime Minister's speeches, every time that he's come to Karnataka, he only stresses on development and infra improvement. So that is the line they are going with, not any. I think this hugely exaggerated and a campaign that is being done by the anti-BJP party is not in fact a reality.
By American Tourister, born to cross boundaries. IDFC First Bank, always you first. Blue Star Fast Cooling AC.
Indian Olympians versus BJP MP. 7 women wrestlers have alleged sexual assault. One of them is a minor. An FIR is yet to be lodged on their complaint. Former Sports Authority of India's physiotherapist corroborates abuse.
लड़कियों को यहाँ पर डराया जा रहा है, बहका फुसला के उनको इस तरह मेंटली टॉर्चर किया जा रहा है ताकि इनकी काबू में आए और सेक्सुअली वो अपने आप को उनके आगे मतलब सरेंडर करें।
The wrestlers allege they have no faith in the system. The system finally breaks silence.
हमारे लिए खेल प्राथमिकता है और खिलाड़ी प्राथमिकता है और उसमें हम कहीं पर भी कोई कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं करते हैं, ना आज तक किया ना आगे करें।
IOA president calls protest indiscipline.
इसलिए ना हमारा एथलेटिक कमीशन है, वो लोग पहले थोड़ा तो डिसिप्लिन तो होना चाहिए, है ना? तो they should come to us earlier if they have a real problem. Instead of coming to us, they are gone straight away to street, no?
Are wrestlers on the streets indiscipline or desperation? Will India stand with Olympians or accuse BJP MP?